Okay. So first of all, what do you call a place, let's say a party, right? That's VIP. It's not for normal people. In
Private
private is good.
or privilege?
Backstage.
Main stage. We're backstage.
Backstage.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. So it is private. It is privileged. It is backstage. But we want it exclusive, right? So it's closed. It's not open for everyone, only for the VIPs. Now, what's the opposite of exclusive?
Inclusive.
Inclusive. We're going to talk about, inclusivity, right? Also, what is if there's a lot of different kinds of something, different kinds of people, different kinds of, products.
And diversity.
Good, yeah. That diverse,
Like
a diverse population, and it's also called diversity. Very good.
or animals diversity.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a diversity in the animals. There's diversity in the ecosystem. And you said another very good word there, Pavel, diverse. If you want to make it diverse,
Diversify.
Right. So you want to diversify your portfolio. You want to diversify.
Risks.
Exactly. So you want to, if you diversify, you have less risk. Good. So we're going to use all of these today. And the first activity we'll do is we'll look at this. So here, we're going to look at this right here. So diversity and inclusion. So inclusion is to include. Exclusion is not to, right? You say, no, private. You can't come in. So here, let's make a list of some words that you think about, some concepts, some words that come to mind when you see diversity and inclusion. Now here we just want words. In the next activity, you will explain. But here you just want words. So Emily, let's start with you.
Let's see. Maybe could we say some benefits?
Okay. Benefits. Okay, good. Dennis, another word?
If I understood correctly, it's like diversity of nationality in the workplace.
Yes, exactly. So many nationalities. Okay. Good concept. Pavel?
Different cultures.
Emily?
Let's see. Maybe could it be respect?
That's important. Important concept. Dennis, another concept or word?
On different departments in one company, or maybe include. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely connected to departments. Okay, so that's connected. Pavel, there you go.
From different point of views, because you can have a coherent view of some things. It's connect with the culture, I think.
Of course, that's one of the benefits. We're going to talk later about some benefits about that you have different points of view. If it's the same types of people, you have the same mindset, the same ideas, right? But if you meet different types of people, they will have different ideas. So that's very good, Pavel. So we're in the next one, we will do these 3 questions. So what does diversity, you can say diversity or diversity, they're both correct. And inclusion means you. So here you explain something connected to this, but you explain, give more details. You can talk about your country. You can talk about, examples. And you say, how does having diverse and inclusive workforce benefit workplaces? So a workforce, what does workforce mean?
Well,
like staff.
Staff. Emily, anything else?
oh yeah, when they push you kind of like,
Well,
no?
that would mean, yeah, actually, I know what you're thinking. That's a little bit different, but it's good. That's a very good idea. But that's a little bit different. Staff, right? Employees, all the people, everyone in the organization is a workforce, right? Everyone. Good. And workplace, the place where you work, right? That's pretty simple. Okay. And then talk about your workplace. How diverse and inclusive is it? Right. So, do you have a lot of different kinds of cultures, people, even types of people? So sometimes it's the same. They may be Czech, they might be Russian, but there's a lot of different kinds, different lifestyles. Okay, so talk about that. Okay, so here I'll work with one of you, and then we'll switch, for the second part of the conversation. Okay, so I'll start with Pavel, then I'll put somebody else. Okay, so join your partner. Do you have the PDF, everyone? Yes, good. Okay, so join your. All right, hi Pavel.
I do it.
So Pavel, what does diversity and inclusion mean to you?
Uh, it is like same rights for everyone. The people don't measuring you because you are white, black, yellow, or woman or man. And I I don't have. I work for a company where we don't just judge the people. We don't care who are you. We measure people of their real value. They are professionals, experts for their job, and we don't care if you are, I don't know, a gay or something like this. It's everything is about your skills.
I see. So one quick tip, Pavel, we don't care who you are.
We don't care who you are,
Yeah. So if it's a
or we
question,
don't mind who you are.
mind, yeah, we don't mind.
It's more kind. It's better, or
They're both good. We don't mind who you are. They're both okay.
okay.
Now, if it's a question that's who are you, that's a question. But if it's not a question, then it's who you are.
Mhm.
Another nice word. So you are very tolerant in your company.
Yeah.
That's good. That's very, very good. So is a diverse workforce always a good thing?
Uh, I don't like company who has rules for this because I think this is not way uh to diversify. 50% of women have to be in the board. It's too pressure. I but I think how to resolve it because I know some companies where uh men's are in the board only, and I think it's the problem too. And they are close to the woman because they has bad mindset, and I couldn't say how work with this but it's their company. I'm
It's their choice.
their choice, and I think it's the kind of freedom. And if I have company, I don't want to some organization like European Union or Czech Republic make rules for me like you need more women in your company. You need more uh, black people in your company because I don't. I like that every people and I choose the people which fit to my company, and I don't want to create that kind of rules.
I see. Good. So a few corrections, Pavel. So it's on the board, not in the board, but on the board. And then you say too much pressure, not
Mhm.
too much pressure. So not men's, but men.
Mhm.
No S. And then not, you keep saying they has, but it's they have. So has is only he, she, and it. And I like everyone
Uh,
best. Good. Yeah. And so how, so I agree with that. If it's forced, if there's, sometimes the best is equality of opportunity. So everyone should have the opportunity, but it should be also meritocracy. Do you know meritocracy?
no, I don't know what is it.
Meritocracy is the best one. So the best one gets the job.
Mhm.
If you're now everyone has the opportunity. If you're Chinese, if you're European, black, whatever, you have the same opportunity, but the best one should win.
Yeah, yeah. But sometimes if you sell the I don't know Victoria's Secret fashion, you couldn't employ the head woman. I can imagine how, and I understand it's not okay, but you need to fit to your customer, and if I will be a fat bodybuilder, it's not possible because my customer will don't trust me because you are fat and you couldn't make me fit.
Right. Right. That's true. It's true. So those are great ideas. Now, how does having a diverse and inclusive workforce benefit workplaces? So what are some benefits from having diversity and inclusion in your company?
I I said before, I think it's a better point of view. You can understand the different culture, and if you want to make something international, you need to understand different cultural languages behave because sometimes you can make a big problem if you want to market share in US or in Asia, and there is a lot of differences, and you need native speakers or people who lives there and they know that culture, uh, and you need create your product service to them. And you need that diversity because if you have diversity, you are not in the black box. You can see that colorful world, which
Mhm.
and
Good. So Pavel,
yes.
a few things here that I keep seeing. Need, you always want a to after there.
Mhm.
Okay, the same as want. Okay, you need or you want to understand, get, etc. Work. So here, the only thing sometimes you forget the to. Okay, sometimes you forget this. Okay, and then you said people who live. What's the mistake here? It's many people. They.
Oh, I don't know.
So people is they. It's the same mistake as last time. Said they has, not they lives. So the S goes for what? S is only for he, she, it.
People who live.
People who live.
Okay.
Okay, so he lives, she lives, it lives.
But people live.
They live. No S.
Okay.
Good, Pavel. So now you can practice a little bit with Emily. Do the last. You can talk about your company and is it, inclusive? Is it diverse? And how is it diverse? What kind of?
Okay.
Rush learn Chinese.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting mix.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dennis, you can come with me here, and Pavel, you can discuss the last question with Emily if you want. Hi, Dennis. So what was something interesting that Emily said?
Oh, she said that Moscow is really very diverse, like not diversity, but subject,
Diverse.
multinational. Yeah, the diverse. And she met a lot of Spanish people like last time, recently. And we have also in Moscow a lot of Chinese and people from Asia, just any country. And we discussed that like USA uses diversity, and that's why like USA is a big country, very powerful. I think that because this diversity makes it, I don't know, like each nationality has its own cons and pros. I mean, like very powerful sides, and for example, some nationalities prefer to work more, and it's like in their blood. And I think country must be diverse. Diverse.
That's true. That's true. That's a very good idea. But Russia is very diverse too. I mean, without the Chinese, I mean, but like I've met a lot of Russians who are like they look like Korean. Some that
Really?
like from like
Yeah,
Vladivostok, like around there. And
maybe because it's like a very big, like, enormous country. I mean, it's size of Russia, and it includes a lot of different republics. Mm, yeah, that have roots from China and Mongolia, and
Mongolia.
yeah, and kind of very interesting. It's sometimes it's big surprise when you meet someone, when you go I mean inside Russia, like from big land to I don't know, you move into uh, northwest, other side,
East.
opposite to west, east, to east, and like it's people completely different. They don't look like you, and you can't believe that you're in Russia sometimes. Yeah, but so many people speak Russian. It's surprisingly.
So they don't they
I
don't speak Russia, but they speak
Russian, yeah, Russian.
Exactly.
And they have also their mm, own language, like local language. It's very interesting. That can be mix of Russian, and, for example, I don't know, Chinese language. Mhm.
Wow. Yeah, it's very diverse. And so let's talk about your workplace. On the ship.
Mhm.
Is it very diverse? Do you have people from Kazakhstan, and people from China, and people from Africa, or is it only Russian, or only Western Russians?
No, it's not every time like this. I used to work in completely Russian company, and it's like was awful because when a lot of Russian people gather in one place, it becomes, I don't know, catastrophe because of our mindset. But when I started to work in a mixed crew with a lot of Filipinos, and Argentine, we have one Argentina guy, Turkish guy, and even one Georgia. Like it's completely different experience because you get this cultural knowledge of their style of life, and it's like your voyage is not about only job. You getting you're getting inspired by them, and you learn something new. You speak a lot, and just that's it's very interesting.
Good. And so, Dennis, so Argentinian,
Yeah, Argentinian, Georgia,
Georgian,
is their lifestyle.
exactly. So
Yeah,
not
they have.
style of life, but lifestyle.
Yep.
So it's
And
so it helps the workplace. So if you work with people from other countries and other, that it helps the company. It helps.
yeah, and it's surprisingly how it, how it improves things. Because when you have only one nation crew, they can get angry with each other. They can argue, and it doesn't help like company to achieve their goals, to improve their atmosphere inside like one ship. But when you have mixed crew, you have this language. You have different languages at first, and you cannot argue like completely. I mean that you have this language border, like when you, how to say,
Yeah, a barrier.
barrier, language barrier, of course. And you just do your work, you do your job, even if you don't agree with someone, you will not say anything, I don't know, offensive or something like that. You just say, okay, I don't agree with you, but I will go to.
All right, everyone. Welcome back. Dennis, did you want to finish your?
No, I say it a complete sentence. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, the next one. Let's look at this word. So first, if you are part of an organization, you feel like it's home. You feel connected to it. What is the word or a verb? Like you are connected to the people.
You fit, or
you fit is good, or you
have the same identity, no?
belong.
Belong.
You belong. Good. So if you belong, means you are connected to the place. You feel like you are part of the organization. Okay, next one. What do you think this means? Foster. So how can workplaces, how can companies foster a sense of belonging?
I don't know, maybe
Encouraged.
Encourage.
or promote, like, or growth of something.
Yeah, encourage, promote, even create maybe.
Or support, could it be dated?
Yeah, you support. So it's a mix of all of these words. It's not one word, but foster means you want to, feed it, promote it, support it, really motivate people to do it and push it. Want to push it. Okay, so here, the next one, is with your partner, make a list of ways that workplaces, companies can foster a sense of belonging among employees from diverse backgrounds. So, what can companies do? If, for example, you have a multinational company with people from all these different countries and all these different, you know, uh, genders and different ideas, lifestyles, what can you do to make everyone feel welcome? Okay, so go with your partner and make a list. Hi, Emily.
Hi, David.
What can workplaces do to foster a sense of belonging?
As I mentioned before, I think maybe respect.
Hmm.
Would
Okay.
it be respect?
Well, that's good, but specifically, of course, you say, "Oh, a company needs to have respect." Well, yes, but what can they do specifically to encourage employees to respect each other?
I mean, maybe to have the same system for all people where they feel that they are equal
Mhm.
and that they can benefit from sales, for example, uh, and that they can always get a some percentage from the clients, and maybe that they can treat each other with kindness and to be good to each other, and they will maybe give as a benefit in the end of the month for the best worker that treated others I mean with respect.
Mm.
And also thinking about like maybe um some provide like some maybe diversity like kind of trainings or like some education for people to realize that we are all unique and we need to be good to each other.
Okay,
Eh,
so not education.
Education.
Good. Okay.
And maybe like even like as we have here, like in some companies, if they have like Muslim people, they celebrate cultural and religious kind of holidays and events for them. For example, Muslims, they organize some tables when it's Ramadan, and they make um their traditional food,
Really?
and they give it for free for all people that work at the company. And even like they organize it on the streets, and
Oh.
you can go by and you can celebrate it with them. And I always think about different kinds of companies that they need to maybe organize some opportunities for people
Mm.
to really see like what what would be the next level if they work hard, because I mean without this potential people don't want to work.
That's all right. So let's share an idea, just one idea that how, and try to be specific. So instead of saying, "Oh, people need to respect each other," what what can the company do to make people respect each other? Okay, so Pavel, let's start with you.
We talks about if you work for international companies, you can have one main language like English and different kind of kitchen because some people don't like pork or general meat. Uh, but we say uh, uh, we don't like some specific Oh, it's not matter.
The language, and the food, right?
The
Makes
language and food, and that's all. And
That's
respect.
and
They need to
respect.
respect.
It's important. Okay, good. And Dennis, another idea?
Also, we need to respect their beliefs. I mean, religion side of their life, and also sport can make everyone in one team closer. For example, they can organize, I don't know, games inside one company, corporation, and divide people on comments into comments, and play, for example, in football or tennis. And I think that paintball, yeah. When you uh, when you shoot in your boss, of course, yeah. I think whatever you do, everything will make your team closer.
That's important. So activities, right? Create activities where
Yeah.
the team will come together. That's a great idea, Dennis. And Emily, something else.
Yes, maybe like as I mentioned while we were speaking, celebrate some cultural and religious holidays and events together, and maybe even create like some cross, I don't know, cultural interactions and collaborations to make people feel equal and they don't bring them together.
That's exactly. So make sure that you yeah. So if one group, if they have a special holiday, special tradition, like just say, oh hey, today is this group's special day. Let's say happy, happy your day, whatever day it is. Happy day, for you, and that can help. Okay. So now we're going to watch the video. We're jumping into it a little bit faster because there's a little bit of grammar today that I wanted to do because we have a problem with this one. So we'll do this. So the way we will do this here, we're going to do it in parts. I'm going to do it in parts. So here, the first part is what does diversity at work mean for the speaker? And then we're going to meet some people here. Okay, so let's click on this here. One second. And then we'll do this. Okay, so share the screen here. Here you want to pay attention to what does inclusion and diversity mean to the speaker?
Diversity means all the things. It's absolutely how you identify, but it's also having people with different skill sets and experiences and backgrounds and education and leadership style. Now, belonging is new for me, and that is the concept everyone wants to be a part of. Maybe that community doesn't exist on their team or in their office where they work, and so they want that space to connect with people that identify in the thing that they do. Before I worked in Indeed, I worked at a
This girl, what did they say? What does it mean?
According to Blue's speaker, she said that people with different skills, with different identify, with different cultural experience, they need to be part of team. They need to feel it, and that's what Indeed can suggest to them. But that's all I heard.
Anything else, Pavel, that she said was interesting?
She talked about different leaderships, and every people won't be part of the community.
Maybe like that. So here, I'm going to look at this one. So now we're going to look at these three, do it in groups of three. But before we do that, let's just read these. We know what they mean. Okay, so Emily, can you read A?
Has been stereotype at work due to her race.
Good. So we know, you know what stereotype is. It's like, oh, all the people you are like this. People with a stereotype.
David, I can hear you because you had the microphone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's better now.
Now it's better. Good. So stereotypes are the word. And Dennis, what about this one?
Suffered mental illness through adolescence. Oh my God, what is it?
Yeah, throughout.
Throughout.
So adolescence is when you're a teenager,
Mhm.
when you're young, a young adult, 13, 14, 15 to 19 maybe. Okay, that is adolescence. And Pavel, see,
Feels like an outsider in Dublin due to her appearance.
so outsiders like, you know, someone different, right? And appearance, what is appearance, Pavel?
I don't know.
Okay, anyone knows what appearance means?
It's like what comes up, like kind of what appears.
Or what
Like
you look like?
outlook.
Dennis?
Outlook, as you said. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, what you look like is your appearance. Okay, great. And back to Emily.
Has experienced sexism in the workplace.
What does this word mean, sexism?
It's like different genders or when the people treat each other badly.
Right. When there is one sex, you know, the male and the female,
Yes.
and one of them is like discriminated. That's sex. So most of the time you hear it, you know, discrimination against women, but there's also discrimination against men. In some companies or in some fields, some sectors, you know, men are discriminated. So sexism is for both. Okay, men and women feeling discriminated because they are a man or because they are a woman. And Dennis, next one.
Feel safe being out, open about sexual orientation at Indeed.
So being out, that means that they tell everyone they are, you know, they have a different sexual orientation. You know, not hetero, they're something else. And Pavel, next one.
Have disabilities but feel a comfort dated in Indeed at Indeed.
What is accommodated? Do you know this?
It's like accommodation. So
Yes.
yes.
When they
Connect.
fit.
Yeah. Feel accommodated is the company takes care of them or does something for them specifically. So for example, if you have a disability, let's say if you need a dog, if you can't see and you need a dog to help you, then the company can say, "Oh, it's okay, you can bring your dog."
Okay.
They accommodate you, or they put a special entrance for the wheelchair or something. Good. And Pavel.
I did it.
Oh, you just did it. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Emily, right?
Has experienced bullying for her sexual orientation and accent.
And Dennis.
Emphasize the importance of having an age diverse team.
Okay, and last one, Pavel.
Work in an unwelcoming company for people of color and queer individuals.
And queer is gay, right? Same thing. Okay, so Emily, you'll have Sarah, and then Pavel have Verna Lee, and Dennis, you will have Olivia. So watch the video, and then you'll tell us about your person. What's special about them? How did they suffer, or whatever? Okay, let's go back here to.
Before I worked in Indeed, I worked at a small company that was about 80%. And I was told there that I was never going to be a leader because I wasn't aggressive enough. It's taken me many years to unpack that.
and realized that aggressive is a dog whistle term, that it's something that is very frequently gendered. I'd have to say,
Yeah, she was talking about the gender, that she worked at a small company. And I mean, it's probably has experienced sexism in the workplace.
We'll do here. So next one is Pavel.
Being stereotyped into only three categories. You're either the angry Black woman, the strong Black woman with Jezebel. I tend to be labeled as a strong Black woman. So being vulnerable is something that I am not allowed to be externally, but it is a part of who I am. Bullying has been a big part of my life, whether it was coming out, whether it was my accent. When I moved from London to Scottsdale, I lost my accent pretty fast because kids didn't like that I sounded funny when
What did Verna Lee say? What did Verna Lee say? Oh, I think you're on mute, Pavel.
Sorry. She has been stereotyped at work due to her race.
Exactly. Yes. Stereotypes, right? And Dennis, what did Olivia say?
Olivia said that she was bullied because of her accent and orientation.
Exactly. She was bullied, right? So good. Okay, nice. 3 more. So Emily Cassie, Pavel Susan, and Dennis Shannon. Okay, so so this is Cassie.
when I, was going through elementary school, middle school, high school, I had a lot of issues with attention, anxiety. And it took me until being an adult to really have the language to communicate what that experience felt like, to be anxious, to have depression, to deal with any of these mental illnesses that we all either have or have temporarily. You can tell from how I look, I'm different. And I'm not like everybody else. There were lots of occasions that I was like, I'm outside, that I'm not included in this.
Just before moving to New York City for Indeed, I lived in a very small town in a rural part of Florida. It was a great company, but the environment was not very conducive to people of color or for individuals. Having moved from Atlanta to this small town, it was awkward for me to be able to have to walk through the space or navigate a world. I was standing out again. So coming to Indeed, all that's been turned upside down. Obviously, I'm the co-chair of Pride.
For me, it's
Here,
Mm-hmm.
Emily Cassie.
Yeah, Cassie, she was speaking about some mental illnesses that she had, and she was depressed during her adolescence, right?
Good.
And yes.
Good, Pavel. Susan.
She feels like an outsider in Dublin due to her appearance.
Exactly. And Dennis Shannon.
Shannon used to work in an unwelcoming company for people of color and queer individuals.
Exactly. Good. Okay, so now we have Shante, Emily, Aaron, and Arjun, 245, and then 315. Afi and Stacy. Okay, so let's continue. Last one.
Indeed, it's the first workplace that I've actually been out. It's the first workplace where I felt safe enough for me to be out. So beforehand, I didn't really feel included. I didn't feel like my voice was heard. Coming to Indeed was one of the best. If I myself have a physical disability and I have been extremely accommodated by Indeed, and I don't know if people really realize that when you come to work for Indeed, it's not even an issue. Your disability is not an issue when it comes to your work.
As a disabled veteran, I have a service dog, and that means that my dog goes everywhere I go, which includes work. And I work with the HR team at Indeed to provide me the ability to actually take her into work.
My previous director had such an age diverse team compared to the other directors within that market. By him saying he was actively trying not to be biased, was actually being shown in practice by the people that he was hiring. When you're hiring somebody who might be older than you or different generation, it's not charity. You're bringing strength and resiliency to the organization.
My biggest accomplishment in life.
So, Emily, Ashante, what did she
Yeah,
say?
she was speaking that it was the first company where she really felt, sorry, included.
Mhm.
And yes, it's probably E, right?
Okay, so let's see.
Or maybe have this but feel accommodated at Indian, feel safe.
That was
in-
probably it. I think we did one of them. I think
Yeah, it's something
this one.
wrong.
I think maybe it was this one.
Yeah, like before that, yes, she felt uncomfortable with other companies. Yeah,
Yeah, and Shannon was
it's probably,
E.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good, good. Okay, and then Aaron and Arjun, Pavel.
It was have disabilities but feel accommodated at Indeed.
Their dog. They feel accommodated. They feel safe. Good. And Dennis.
Last one emphasize the importance of having an age diversity.
Yeah.
Is-
Perfect. Okay. So so here let's go to this. Let's these two questions, and then we'll do a little bit of grammar. Okay. So what do you think is the purpose of the video? Why did they create the video? And what do you think would be the best part about working at such a diverse and inclusive workplace culture, such as Indeed? Right. And if there's any bad things, we can also talk about those. But we can focus about if you work on that team, if you were part of Indeed, which is, Indeed, it's like a HR, kind of like a platform, finds jobs that connects employers and employees. So if you were part of that team, what would be something good about working on that team? Okay, so Joy, your partner for this discussion. Hi, Pavel.
I,
So Pavel, why do you think they created this video?
mm, I think it's good for people who works in company where diversify didn't work or don't work, and uh, this video can help them because they can find some tools, laws, which can help them. Uh, A lot of times the problem is the manager uh, who don't know how to act, and I think it's uh I don't know how to say it. Oh, it's okay. That's all.
Pavel, again, people who works.
People who work
Good, good, good. And this video can help or
can help.
just, yeah, no S. Okay. And manager who don't,
Who doesn't?
yeah, manager who doesn't, no, good. Okay. So yeah, it's to encourage people to become. Now, what do you think, what would it be like? Tell me, what do you think the experience would be like to work in such a diverse and inclusive workplace?
I don't have the experience, and I don't know. Uh, Sometimes it could be hard for some people because you need to be care of all of them.
Mhm.
Sometimes you can say something wrong, and it's normal in your culture, and for another culture is not good. Uh, yes. I think you have to think more, thinking more before you say something. And it could be hard. And uh, I, I think when you come to Czech Republic, I think you have to set up your brain for Czech Republic culture. Uh, uh, because I don't want it. In this case, I am a little bit strict or more close because people or refugees who came here, I think uh, they will be set up their lives like Czech, not we set up our rules for them. This is the way how we can save our culture or our uh, our
Identity.
country identity. And I like diversity. I like another people, another cultures. This is the reason why I am travel. I want to learn something new from them. But I think same Europe for all people is not the good way. And I think in the French or Germany now they have some problems with this. Uh, and I don't know how to resolve it. It's not easy topic. It's not easy for all the people. I understand sometimes uh, they want to be in safe because in their country is a war or something like this. But we are your safe place, and if you want to be safe, act like us because if we will act like you, maybe in a few years we will have same problems like in your country. Uh, big, i- your country has problems because you act like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, it's true. The local country needs to also protect its culture because if
yeah,
not, your European culture, has done a lot. You've built a very good society.
yeah, but we are open. We care about the refugees from Africa, but uh, we couldn't change our culture. We need to they have they has to change.
They has oh
They had to change.
they have
They have to change.
exactly. And we can help them. We can help them learn right how
Yeah.
to be European. We can teach them. We can train them so that they can become integrated. Which is you know, it's an interesting idea. Okay, good. And you said that your team is very diverse. In what ways is your team and your company very diverse?
I don't know. It's naturally. I don't know. We have a woman like leader. My colleague, she's gay, lesbian. We don't care. It's normal now, and I don't know. I am I am a minority because I am only one man in our account team. I am anomaly.
You're the minority, but they treat you well. They make you
Uh,
feel welcome.
yes, but sometimes they talks about some topics which I don't understand. But it's not. bu- bu-
Pavel, the topic is not what?
It's not bullying. It's normal when a lot of girls are in one place.
So there you just close your, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Good. Very good. So here we're going to look at this tense right here. Okay. So it's the future continuous. What does continuous mean?
It's like that is continuing, like
Yeah.
with ing, bro.
ING. Good. It's ING. So it means it continues. It's not like play, but I am playing for some time. Right. So how would you do the future plus ing?
Will be plus yeah, the verb with ing, right? Or
Exactly. So a lot of people say will going, but not will be going. Okay, so will plus be, and then this. And this is when you're talking about something that will last a long time. So it's progressive, it takes time, not we will go, but we will be going. Right? Means it is a process. It's not just one action, but it's a process. It takes time. Okay. So let's see if we can do, we'll just do one. Each person will do one. So let's see, maybe Emily, you can start.
let's see, I'm trying to think what we can put here. In regard to code of conduct, our company will be implementing policies against bullying, stereotyping, harassment, discrimination, and other biased behaviors.
And then Dennis.
In order to ensure employees are held accountable for upholding these new practices, we will be conducting regular audits and assessments.
Good. Exactly. We will be conducting. I mean, it's not one action, but it's regularly, every day, every week, they will be conducting audits and assessments, right? Good. And Pavel, last one.
When it comes to workplace culture this year, our program will be collaborating of variety of training workshops to educate employees about the importance of inclusive behavior.
Okay, so it's actually not collaborating, but it's something, some workshops. What do you do with workshop?
Hosting,
You host a workshop.
hosting.
Will be hosting. Good. Good. So I think you understand the main idea here. We'll be hosting. Okay. Personal quality hiring managers will be seeking. So then that means look for. So the managers will be seeking this in job applicants, and we will be collaborating. Okay, we will be collaborating with resource groups. Okay, so that's it. That's just for the when you use a future. So now, just to finish, one sentence of something that you will be doing. Remember, it's not an action in the future, right? But it's a series of action in the future. So not, I will be doing this for some time in the future. Okay, so Emily, give us an example. What will you be doing?
Oh, let's see. Maybe when it comes to music production, this month, for example, my studio or the studio where I go will be implementing a lot of new recording techniques.
Okay, that they will be implementing, not one time, every day they will be implementing it. So it takes time. Good. Dennis, give us an example.
During my job, I will be overhauling a lot of electrical motors.
Or you will be overhauling. Good. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. So it's just exactly every day. That will be your job for some time in the future.
Yeah, maybe for 1 month of 5 months. It's like my dignity.
Dennis, could I
Because,
ask,
yeah,
do you get into a lot of storms?
no, usually maybe 2 storms during all my voyage for half a year. Yeah, not so frequent as
Okay.
often.
Nice. Uh-huh.
Good. Perfect. Dennis. And last one, Pavel.
I will be improving my English skills all my life.
Yes, well, you are improving. And we will continue to improve.
We all will be.
Everyone, even native speakers, will be improving.
But I think my brain is not set up for learning language. I have problems with this.
No,
Yeah, the
All
same.
think like that, Pavel.
I'm technical guy. I don't speak.
Well, you're getting better. I mean, I remember,
Very slowly, but I feel it.
I feel it too. I remember when you first started learning, a few years ago,
Yeah.
it's like a different person.
Yeah.
Completely different person. Now you can talk about business.
Yes. I can speak with my friends now. It's
Yeah.
big progress, but I feel it's so slowly.
We're making progress. So don't worry about it. Okay. Very good, everyone. Great lesson. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good time. And I'll see you guys soon. Okay.
Thank
Me
you.
too.
Thank you,
Bye.
Master. See you.
It's so nice.
Bye-bye.
Well,
Bye
take care.
bye.
Bye.